Annika, aka Aksik, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do the second part of my Amazon A4 books, which, I didn't think I had too many of, yet somehow here we are with the second part. Ladies of Leisure, Zan van Zed. Love the art. I love how fierce and self-assured and different her ladies are. They're not little dolls with big eyes and rosy mouths, all of them. They have characters and fierceness to them. And this one is done, the background is inks. It's different colored glittery inks, and then herself is done with acrylic base and pencils on top. Not sure which pencils. I'm sure I wrote it down someplace, but I don't have it with me at the moment. Yeah, it's all right. And I don't think I have anything else ready here yet. This one is just quick layer of the real brush pens for the face and some pencil in her hair, but I haven't gotten anywhere else with that image. And I don't think I have anything else here done except this one and this one. This one is once again real brush pens and some pencil on top. Crittersville. That is an awesome book. Really cute and lovely line art. I have a couple of pages here. That winter page, which is done with, I think most is done with alcohol markers. There's a lot of white Posca or white acrylic marker to kind of take out the black lines, which kind of bother me with snow. I want, usually when it's a snow scene, I tend to take them out. And some Albrecht Dürer pencils and Deli pencils here to do the shading. This is just pure watercolor. I think White Nights and Roman Schmoll. Yeah, White Nights and Roman Schmoll. Just drawn down the texture, a bit of a texture of the water here and the sky. That's it. I haven't done anything else. I know that I have at least, I should have one more page here. Yeah, I have this one, which is really cute. Artist. Somehow everything gets kind of dirty in these books. It just turns the dirt. I don't know. Sky did not look that dirty here before, but now it does. Go figure. And it's alcohol marker base. And then some water-based markers as well, I think. And then Nayoni pencils. And what else? No, there's nothing else in here. It's not a thick book, and there's some really charming images here. They take a little bit to finish because they're like full scenes. They are super fun. I should go back to it again. I love this image. I should do it. I should do it soon enough. This one, I have a feeling that I might have made a mistake. That I bought that and then I wasn't that much into it, but do I have any pages in it? Oh, my daughter did a page here. Yeah, that's not me. But she did. And it's like, look at her. I think it's a great job. It's beautiful. But I haven't worked in this one. I should, because it's kind of cute. Here is the Spooky Baby. Is one of those kind of a big head, tiny neck that I'm really struggling with because I don't know what to do with them. But I like this one. Possibly because the horror connotations. I just think it has this, quirkiness and humor to it that I adore in my coloring books. So I do like it. I haven't worked in it much. I think I've only done one. But I do want to do more because there's a couple of images here that I would really like to do. There's like several that are super calling to me. If I just figure out, you know, how to do the light and the colors, I think they're really awesome. I could, like, this one is really great. I did that one, which says, do you want to have a dance? And pretty sure, yeah, this is alcohol base, the alcohol marker base, and then pencils on top, and then plenty of gel pen and acrylic white marker, I think, here. And it came out all right, I think. But yeah, there's yeah, Spectrum Noir pencils, actually, it says. So it's color blend pencils, the ones I just complained about in a previous video that I don't like them much. I love this one. It looks so cool with those big jaws, and she's hovering in the air above them. And there was another one that I thought, oh, I need to figure out how the light would work in this one, but I would love to do that. This one. And the view is basically from the grave, and she's burying something or somebody. It's cool. This one is probably should have never entered my collection because it's not my usual jam, but in all the fairness, the creatures were very cute. I ended up buying them, and I have this, I don't know, possibly not AI, but, you know, definitely heavily computer assisted feel to it. You know, all those cute little creatures, they are nice. But the only way they really come out cool is alcohol markers, and you know, that paper is somehow thirsty. I did one, and it was kind of a like test to do just alcohol markers in Amazon book, and there's nothing else here. It's just alcohol markers. And well, there is some Posca marker here, the edges, to kind of bring out the highlights. I can see that, but you know, no pencil shading. You know, I've pulled up some grasses here to give some extra, but everything else is just alcohol marker. So, you know, it can be done. Now, and now my collection of Crook books. I don't think they are publishing anything anymore, are they? Really like their stuff. Very different, very distinctive, gory, but not too gory, if you know what I mean. Has character. This one, Jack-o'-lantern or whatever it is, it came out great. I really like how it came out, and it's sparkly. The intestines came out lovely. And I even gave some color to the crow. That actually, I meant to do the crow properly, but then I realized that it's on the black and it won't even, you know, look that great. I like giving crows black or purple base, because crows in real life are iridescent. So if it peeks out from underneath all the black and gray shading, it looks good. And this one also came out good. Really like it. Like, you know, how the clothes are worn and, you know, grungy. Different color variations. I like coloring kind of, you know, this horror-y stuff. And I have this one done here. This one was just a quick one. One evening I was just sitting and tossing down. I think it was watercolor I was tossing down, and another evening I just, you know, it was open, so I tossed some paper on top of it. It was very fast. I didn't put much work or effort into it. So Oops. Oh, and this one, mostly watercolors, Roman Schmal, and some graphite tint pencils also. And tiny bit of Derwent drawing, I think, in some really dark areas. And Prismacolor white, which I've, you know, pulled some white highlights out with it. That's about it. You like these books? I can see myself, like, these won't leave my collection because I can see myself, you know, picking up these, you know, again and again, not just at Halloween. I like coloring horror randomly, so like I definitely want to do that. It looks super cool. I love those, you know, kind of upward angle images, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, how the light would work. You know, if I get hold of that skill, I would do all of them in a heartbeat. Dark Beauty. There's 2 Dark Beauties, and I don't remember which one is number 1 and which one is number 2. It doesn't say it. But these, I love them both, and I worked with them both. So this is based, well, most of the work, I think, a lot of the work was done with White Nights watercolors. And then the shading on the face and everywhere else is done with Black Edition, the Faber-Castell Black Edition pencils. And then I think there's like some Prisma white here as well, and some Artex pencils according to this, but I don't know what I did with Artex. I know that the face was definitely Faber-Castell Black Edition. And then there's some white ink and white Pitt pen, and then white ink. I can see there as well. You know, I've made this, all those swirlies. I like that one. It's dark but pretty. This is just the base for something, and yes, it looks bad, but you know, in this book, most of the images when I start definitely have this really ugly stage and then I work them up. I can save that, no problem. But I'm not sure if I want to with that one. It wasn't one of my favorites. So another base that, you know, I can kind of see what it's going to be. Another base. This is acrylic paint. I'm trying to kind of soften the lines. I often put on acrylic, diluted acrylic paint in kind of skin colors or face colors when I want to get rid of the lines, because that allows me to soften them per bit. And then the pencils on top, I can soften it even further. I don't know what happens here. Somehow I've managed to smear it somehow. I don't know. Same on here. Same, like I've put on acrylic wash here to soften the lines. You get more, you know, interesting and more natural face that way. But it does take a skill and a bit of a know-how how to color skin on the acrylic base, because it's not as straightforward and you can't layer the same way as you would on normal paper or marker base. Or so yeah, same. I put on, that's acrylic again. This is beautiful. This one is a fail. I went wrong. I think I tried to actually do something with soft pastels, and I wasn't really sure what I was doing, and the ones that I was trying were the ones that I actually eventually, I planned to give them away, but now my daughter is using them. They were this really cheap set of tiny ones, and they just didn't blend. They were kind of gawky clumpy and weird, and yeah, I had trouble with them. Once again, this is now Zig real brush pens. I have given kind of quick shade, you know, I put some tones down with it, just to, you know, I can go back into the face. I'd say I might do this one soon. It looks really nice. This looks like Renaissance Portrait, the horror version. I kind of have missed that somehow. I should really do it. And it's lovely. I like kind of playing with those ideas. No, there's more. Okay, this one is done with gouache. Pretty much all of it. There's some acrylic marker here, a tiny bit of gel pen in these bits. The rest of it is pure gouache. The whole skin and the outfit is just gouache. I kind of was trying to teach myself how to do it. And not perfect, but it wasn't bad. Yeah, there's a lot of whips in this book and a lot of prepped pages, but I think I might have more finished works in the second one. This one is the Dark Beauty Mystic and Fantasy, and I definitely want to do that one. It's so beautiful. This one is done with, okay, the background is watercolor, and then as I was painting in kind of wet manner, I was dropping in metallic watercolor. I think I saw that technique with the Alena colors or Alena colors. And I think it looks cool with those variations when you move it, And image was based with I think it was watercolor. Yeah, it was watercolor. And then I did some work with Prismacolor and also Staedtler tinted watercolor pencils. They're a bit like Graphitints, but a bit more vibrant than Graphitints, if you know what I mean. Okay, this one is alcohol marker base. And no, I'm lying. It's real brush marker base and Prismacolor pencils. Pretty sure, yeah. You can see how waxy it is. Because a lot of work is just pure Arteza. Like this, there's no pencil here. It's maybe at the edges tiny bit, but most of it is done with the real brush pens. And this is pure real brush pens. There's nothing here, the pencils. And the outfit is also, there's no pencil. It's the pencils in the face and in the hair and a little bit in the crown and in the branch here, but the rest of it is all just real brush pens, which I obviously love, as you might have noticed. This is one of my best works, I think. It's alcohol marker base. The background is basically alcohol markers as well, just blended. And the clothes, the outfit and the flowers, only alcohol markers. There's no pencil in them. There's only pencil in her hair and face and skin. And oh yeah, and the scythe. Yeah, scythe has pencils on it as well, because of the, I wanted to get that metal effect. So to do that well, I need a pencil. Other than that, it's mostly alcohol markers, and I just think it came out so nice. The color scheme just works. Okay, I know that there's something else here as well. Another one based. I'm not sure about that one, but I might go back to it. Sometimes I just, put the base down and decide that this one doesn't really work. Like this one, I think I ruined her face and I can't fix it because the pencil is just, the tooth is gone. The pencils won't work anymore. The nose is messed up. I might try to, kind of save it or, kind of just finish it off quickly and, have it done. But I'm not happy with the face and I can't fix it because the paper, this paper, once it's, done, it's done. Unless I go on top of it with paint or something like this, nothing is going to happen. This is, yeah, I don't know what came upon me. This is just felted pen. And not a good one because it's been streaking like hell. Okay, and there's black acrylic and some kids watercolor at the back. I think I did the base with kids watercolor, and then I brought the black acrylic in kind of like the blended way, the sponge. So it looks like there's a flame behind her. Pencils are Black Edition Faber-Castell and Deli. And I don't know which one. I think I used for the face Faber-Castell Black Edition because I like using them. They're very good pencils. And I can do skin with them no problem, as visible here. And some Brut from the macaroons as well, and Posca pens. And there's definitely gouache here. And this smoke thing to kind of make it white. That one came out right. The skin is interesting. Also want to do that one. Could do that one. Year of a Snake. Yes, I've been testing just felt tip pens. You know how they blend. Blend right. You know, just pure felt tip pens. Nothing else. This one is mostly alcohol markers. I think like 90% alcohol markers, and then there's a little bit of pencil added to the face just to deepen some shadows like here, and you know, to the sides, and maybe give some extra tones there. But most of it is, you know, all that effect, and all this bit here is just alcohol markers, and it came out all right. Very dramatic. I don't think I have anything else here. This one I've started with a background. I think oh yeah, I've tested oil pastels. Yeah, oil pastel background, and it looks cool and vibrant. It actually would work, but I need to figure out, you know, the reflected lights, how I'm going to work those on its face. I don't know if it's a he or she, it doesn't really matter. This is cool, and it also has, I think it's a watercolor base. Yeah, it's a watercolor base. And that's it for this one. Dark Queens and Kings. Also love it. Like fierce and dangerous people. What's there not to love? Oh, I think I have to do him. Pretty much, you know, every woman here, you know, girl power. Love them most. All of them dangerous. Will definitely want to do that. She looks cool and self-assured. And this one was just watercolors. I don't think there's any pencil here. No, there's not. It's just done with watercolors. I wanted to get this really pale effect. So I see, you know, to see how it works, and I blurred the lines. I didn't cover them with acrylic markers. I blurred them with a white pit pen. Kind of can work really well. I think she looks lovely, and the background is pure. And I'm granulating watercolor to give, you know, the stone texture. So I'll just use granulating watercolor at the back. And do I have anything else here? Yeah, they're really cool images. I'm not going to look at them all though. Is there anything? Oh yeah, I put some base down here. That was acrylic base. I could feel the paper buckly. And there's something here. Oh, okay, oh, I started with the crown here, but not much else. The Caesar, the undead Caesar. I think it looks fun. Of course, the pencil background. The background is pure pencil. Don't remember which ones. Possibly Spectrum, the more color blend. But I did, yeah. The pencil gradient. And now it's shiny. It's kind of hard to see. But definitely kind of something waxy, I think. So it might be color blend. But he's based with watercolor mostly, and then a little bit of pencil on top. Most of the work I think I did with watercolor here as well. But for some reason I did this background bit with pencil, and now it's super vibrant compared to the other image. Okay, so there's some color on the face down. This one is Ramon Schmal and some Chroma Flow pencils on top. And once again, the shininess of the pencil work. I've obviously been deepening the shadows there. So this one I'm not super happy with. I think I killed the paper too much with watercolor, so it wouldn't take pencil very well. Here is Dark Zodiac, where I've done a fair bit, and for me it is a lot. Started to do something at the front page, abandoned it. Very, very typical. Okay, so Aries. The dress is acrylic gouache, I know that. The face is pencils, possibly with the marker base, but I can't tell here with this paper. No, there's no, if there's a base, it's either watercolor or water-based marker, but I think it's just pencils. There's some watercolor base on the hair and everything here. But yeah, mostly it's pencil work. Oh, there's base down on Taurus. This is acrylic paint. Okay. Gemini. Oh, I like that one. That's like, I don't think many other people liked it, but for some reason it really appeals to me. Maybe it's because this, cold contrast of the gold and warm tones. And then I shaded her with cooler tones, and a warm skin shaded with cooler tones, and his cool toned skin was shaded with warmer tones, and it just came out cool. I like it. I like it. And there's interesting color variations here, kind of subtle, of course, which in this harsh light don't show much, sadly. This one, also happy with that one. Cancer. And once again, kind of interesting color combos and some sparkly bits, and the eye came out really cool, quite realistic. Leo, there's, pretty sure I did the lion with gouache, and there's watercolor base on his skin, and pencil on top. Other than that, I'm not sure which pencil. Am I missing something here? Nope. Libra. She came out cool. She had watercolor base, or at least something water-based base, the way, the paper buckles of it. There was some water-based media here on her before I put the pencils on top. But here's the work has mostly been pencils. There's something, kind of to give the tone to the paper underneath, but the main work has been pencils. I love the way I did even the leaves here. Little imperfections on the leaves. I think it came out nice. And who is there? Okay, I think she might be the last one here. She is Capricorn. And with her, the tail came kind of out cool. I like the colors here. I don't really like her face. What I did with it, I could have done better. I think I gave her too pouty of a lip. Kind of a very Instagrammy makeup and pouty lip. I don't know. Not crazy about what I did with her. But yeah, most of the works here are pretty decent. That's the sort of a portrait I enjoy doing. And this is the Dark Fairy Tales by Crook Crook. I think it's my last Crook Crook book. This is from the Little Red Riding Hood, obviously. Watercolor base, pencils on top. Very simple page, very quick page. And I kind of just threw down. I haven't done many works here. I'm thinking about doing that one. I put some base down already, clearly here. Little Mermaid. And there's a lot of gouache here as well, like the hair. And I'm pretty sure I did some of her body in gouache as well. A lot of, and all these vines or whatever they are, kind of seaweed, they're all gouache. I like that one. I like how it came out. I don't think I have anything else in this book. I should do more here. Although this is not, for some reason, I usually like fairy tale illustrations, but this one somehow isn't one of my favorites. This is a mistake. Okay, I'm not really a chibi colorist, and even less am I really heavy grayscale colorist. But I looked at the images, and you know, they were humorous and fun. You know, if you look at them, they're really great. You know, especially the horror movie versions of kind of chibis. Like, they're good. Art is fun. It's just I don't enjoy coloring that sort of a heavy grayscale. Even though it is Amazon Japan book, and I could go pretty much with anything on top of it. I think I did one page here, and now it's kind of sitting just in case my daughter maybe wants to work in it. I'm trying to find that one page. They are genuinely like fun works, and you know, good. Like the humorous and funny. Like, look at that. It will be fun to color. The grayscale is just quite dark. And I don't enjoy fighting with grayscale. And I don't enjoy the look of the page if I haven't fought with it, if I just went with it. Like this one, no, I didn't fight hugely. And it has that gray cast that I don't like. You know, all the colors are... Like, if I enjoy muted looks sometimes, but then I want to choose it. Not that it's forced upon me. But the page itself is cute. This is the only one that I did here. And it's fine. I don't love it. And I'm seriously thinking, you know, that it needs to find another home. But at the moment, it's on my daughter's side of the shelf. Sirenaya, which up until a week ago or so I hadn't touched. It's not a thick book. I like the fact that, you know, every page is here only once. I don't like the books that have multiple versions of the same page, because, you know, I rarely get to one page, never mind two of them. So this one, it's all glittery. As watercolor base, everything is based with watercolor, and then worked over with Marco Renoir pencils. And there's a lot of acrylic markers and gel pens and, you know, glitter stuff here. And the other one here is another one I just did recently. Another fairy and a lot of shiny stuff. So this is all Kuretake, the pearlescent paint, the color shift one. You know, it's everywhere here. And then there's gel pens, the stickers, pretty much everything I could throw onto that page. And I think, if I'm not wrong and I haven't forgotten about anything or not put anything out, this is my last Amazon book, and it's called Kawaii, and it's witches. I like the witches books, although the faces kind of all look slightly similar, so I tend to not color too often. Yeah, once you've done one, you don't want to do next one right away, because they kind of do look a bit the same face-wise. Although some of them, like this, her face is, you know, fairly distinctive and interesting. Actually, I like that one. I should do her. She has a bit of a character. This one is, if I remember correctly, the base was it watercolor? Yeah, it was a watercolor base. Kind of gentle, not very wet application. Just, you know, base with watercolor, and then pencils on top, and then loads of sparkly stuff. And I mean loads. Everything sparkles. Which is, you know, it was fun. And then there's this whip where I put granulating color shift watercolor on the wall. That still needs to be worked a little bit, the bricks, although I won't, you know, go nuts with it, because, you know, it's a background. And I put another granulating on the table and put some alcohol markers onto her face. Yeah, that's just alcohol marker, there's nothing else there. And there should be at least one work here. One more, come on. We're getting close. Yep. That one also based with watercolor. And then I think it might have been Black Widow pencils. Or possibly Nione. But, you know, there's some sparkle. Based with watercolors. Worked over with pencils. And then some gel pens. And there's some base put down. I think that's it. There's nothing else in this one. Yeah, it's a cute book. You know, occasionally I like coloring in it. Oh, that's it. That's all my Amazon books. We'll move on to my other books soon enough, once I get a chance to do a bit of filming. Thank you all for sticking with me, and if you liked my content, feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you in advance. And hope to see you soon. Bye bye.